All right, hello. I'm standing in front of my car and then I will head to work. So I am literally at the test center again, where I took the ISACA CISA exam, certification exam, like I've done 4 times prior. This time is my 5th, and I did this without telling anybody. I wanted to see, like, just for myself, and I've taken a break before I went back to studying for the CISA. What I did, let me just say today's date is it's Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and it's around 11 a.m. So I literally just finished my certification. All right, hello. So I'm gonna do a very, very short video. I did a long one just now. Today is Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, and it's around 11 a.m. I literally just finished the ISACA CISA certification exam. This is my 5th time taking it, and I failed again. Personally, for me, this is it. I am not taking this again. And I'll just quickly say how I felt and how I studied, and then the reason why I won't take it again. So the way I feel about it and how I went into it is I feel good. I mean, I really understand this stuff. Like, this time I took the time to take a break. So I took my 4th exam in February of this year and failed it. And I literally took a break for like 3 or 4 months. And then I decided to study something else, which had some study habits. And I was like, let me give those study habits a try. And as I was learning that way, I was like, oh, I really like this, because I learn from work. So if I'm productive and I'm learning like literally from work, that's how I, will understand and take in things. And that's what this study habit helped me with. And it helped my study habits be in small increments. And I was studying every day. And whereas before I was studying like full on, like every day, like full on, like hours. And also 2 years ago when I started studying for the CISA, I took it twice, and then that's when I reached out to the ISACA CISA forum, the official website. There's a forum, you can talk to people, and someone suggested pocket prep. So this time I literally studied for about a month and a half or 2 months before I took the exam today. And all I did was every day I did small increments of understanding more about where the information was coming from. And then I studied a little bit of ISACA CISA's question and answers, because I was before using that constantly, but I was memorizing it to the point now that anytime I was studying, I'm like, I'm just remembering. I know what the answer is. So I was like remembering. So I stayed away from that as much as possible. And I mostly used pocket prep. And pocket prep really helped me hone in on like trying to understand what is the question and like asking, as well as the answer. Okay, I learned that very clearly with pocket prep. It really honed in on those 2 things, the answers and then how the questions are. And so I was like, great, I'm really starting to get the hang of this now. Like, it's getting more clear to me with the exam, like why I'm struggling with these questions and scenarios and answers. And so I was studying this every day, but in small increments. And so now my understanding is phenomenal. And also I work as an IT auditor. I've been an IT auditor now for a year and 2 months. And I see this stuff every day at my job. And so I am able to like tie in the terminology and just everything, all this knowledge I have for these past 2 years of studying for the ISACA CISA. I can now really pinpoint it with my work, and even have it like bring up conversations about it at my job and be able to, discuss it. So it's not like I'm not understanding this stuff. What it is I believe it's still how I'm not understanding being able to choose from two answers that are the same. There is a little difference between one of them, and I think that's what's getting me. But I now understand, so I'm not bothered by it. This time, also during my exam, I studied where I would take a break. Made sure to put break in. So when I was practicing pocket prep study and just any additional clarification notes, I would take a break in between. And so this time with the exam, I remembered that. So this was my way of like grounding myself, making sure my emotions were okay. And then I literally, for me, I counted to 20. And then that's when I would let myself go and do another additional amount of questions. And then when I felt like, okay, I need to take a break, I would count to 20. So it like relaxed me. So I just want to give that insight to people. If you want to take the ISACA CISA exam again, certification exam again, like me, and if you're new to it as well, I'm just wanting to give some insight. Now, last thing, because I have to head to work. Usually I take the day off when I take this exam because I had to travel here to this test center, and then I need to travel back. And today I actually only took half a day, so I need to head to work. Now, the last thing is my reason for not taking the CISA again is because I have been thinking of something that has been a goal of mine. It was for fun, but I can actually make it a profession. There's two of them that I really was like waiting to do in my future when I had a lot of money, but I found out I can do it, now. And, I was like, what, I'm building my next career, but I want to pivot if I need to. And I feel like it's time for me to go ahead and go with what I enjoy doing. Because I love to investigate, okay? I'm very good at critical analysis, but it's work to me. It's just like when I was in the Air Force. I did NDI, or non-destructive inspection. So I would inspect the aircraft for any defects or no defects. I really enjoyed the job, but at the end of the day, it was work. For me, I love to travel and drive. If I could do that every day, I would absolutely jump up and do it. I'm literally about to go on vacation next week for a week. So that's why I took the exam today, because I was like, I don't want to be coming back from my vacation and having to take this exam. And I took this exam on my own this time. I didn't let anybody know. This was a surprise. And because I wanted to see for myself, because I tried new study habits, like I mentioned, and yeah. But like I said, I failed. And this is telling. So I have been looking back at a goal, like I said, some fun goals that I can make a profession. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make a complete pivot to another direction. I can still use the CISA and all the knowledge that I have learned through the years. But it's going to be a whole different direction. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm like, yes, but it'll really help with what I'm going to do next. It does tie in what I did in the Air Force and my love of traveling and driving. So yeah. All right. Well, anybody you want to study the ISACA CISA, I give you a thumbs up, but it is work. And please remember to work at your pace. Give yourself patience, because that's what I had to learn. and study in increments. Okay? And then lastly, use different study material out there. What I mean is other question and answer material to help you. I used Pocket Prep. So thank you to the person who suggested that to me 2 years ago. And like from there, I feel more confident in my knowledge. And yet again, now I've honed in my knowledge into the correct sections, because before it was just all there and I didn't understand where it fit. But now I mean, it's more clear to me. But it's just not meant for me to go this direction. I'm fine, because I can use this knowledge elsewhere. And you got it. Just keep practicing. If this is what you want to do, you want to work in auditing, keep going. And if not, you can make a pivot like me. I mean, I was building my next career in another direction, and I'm realizing it's not really fitting what I want to do, and it's not as fun. So I'm going to go in the direction that's fun to me. So, all right. And I'm going to use this knowledge towards that as well. It's not going to go away. All right. Have a good day. Bye.